Never seen you here before. Why are you here?
You'll find out.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello.
My name is Dr. Jean, and I'll be running today's session. Today we're going to be focusing on our past experiences, how they don't define us as people, and how we can overcome them. So to begin, we can all put our phones in the phone home to create a safe space, since we're going to be going over some personal and in-depth information on everybody. Alright, thank you. So, in order to start, does anybody want to tell us why you're here, what brought you here?
I'll go first. Hello everyone, my name's Samuel, it's Dr. Jean. It's our second time being here again, so I'm just trying to, function. So you all know that 4 months ago they broke into our house and they killed my wife. We were just celebrating our anniversary. Kids were at my mom's house. Didn't expect nothing like this. They shot me, and they had their fun with her. I mean, they saw that I set up a nice little romantic evening, and they just took advantage of her. I can still see her face. But now, I try to focus on our sons, but it's hard. I want them to stay safe. Take them to school early so they can get breakfast at school, not to deal with that. Their mom used to do that. They eat free lunch at school, and I leave them after school care. Just the fact of bringing them back to our home. I just want them to be safe. I just wish I could take them someplace far away where they could be safe, but you see it on the news every time. Something somewhere, something bad happens. But the nights was what are really hard. Can't sleep in our bedroom no more. I sleep in their room. I'll watch for them. The school counselors, they told me that I need to get myself running right so I can be there for them. It's hard. I just want them to be safe and protected. I was a workaholic. She was the stay-at-home mom, the soccer mom, PTA mom. That's why I worked hard, so she didn't have to be away from our sons. Now, I have a leave of absence from work, but I just don't know what to do. There's too many things in the house that remind me of her. Too many things I haven't gotten rid of. The weekends are hard. Can't stay at home. But I like to take the kids out to the park. It seems like there they forget about everything. They run, they laugh, play some basketball. One thing that I hate is the trails that are by the park. they keep trying to run off, and I tell them, don't go over there, just stay here where I can see you in the playground.
You know, Samuel, thank you for sharing. And I can definitely see the correlation between losing your wife and the fear of losing your children along those trails. But that's something that we can definitely look into in future sessions. But thank you for sharing.
I'm on the right.
Calm down, Dad.
I can't.
Please, Mabel, just calm down. Look, just, you know what? Look, just wait here, okay? Wait here. I'm going to go to the time the ride's open, okay? Be a good boy, please. All right? Watch your brother, okay? Love y'all guys.
Cool balloon. Wait, that's it to stay here.
Hey, excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
What time do you open the park?
It opens in a week.
In a week? Okay, thanks.
I told you, we have to listen to Dad. That's it. Come on, let's go back. But I want a balloon. Dad! He's missing.
Who's missing?
Logan.
What?
Look,
Where? Where was he
I
at?
don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Where did you last see him at?
I saw him over there.
Stay here. Logan! Logan! Where are you, Logan? Logan! 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 Logan!
Crystal, do you think that you're ready to share with the group about your experience?
I think so. Hi everyone, this is my first session. My name is Crystal, and I was attacked and I was raped. I jog every morning, 6 a.m. I could feel something was different about this day. It's impending. It was dark. I should know better. My attacker came out of some brush. He wrapped me in a bear hug, and I don't remember seeing his face. He was wearing all black. He hit me, and he covered my mouth. I couldn't scream. I don't think I could scream anyway. I couldn't believe that this was happening to me. I had run these trails for years. I didn't tell anyone. I don't see how I could. I was ashamed. I felt like a whore. At the same time, I had the sense that it wasn't my fault. But then, I should have known better. I should have taken a self-defense class. I should have protected myself. But I did nothing. Fool. Sometime later, I found out I was pregnant. This was my rapist baby. Though everyone told me to get rid of it. As if this baby asked to be brought into this world in this manner. I couldn't do that. I could feel the life growing inside me. I had a daughter. I named her Annabelle. She's beautiful. She's the light of my life. I protect her with my heart and my soul. But she's 4 now, and I need to get out more. I need to I realize that the world is not just me and my daughter. It's much more.
Well, thank you. That was really brave of you to share with us.
Thank you, Dr. Dean. Teaching the self-defense classes?
Yes.
My name is Crystal.
So, you come here with a rape whistle. Do you know 1 in 6 women are attacked every day? And you come here with a whistle. Freaking, what is that gonna do? What good is that gonna do you? Do you even see anybody in this park that can help you? Don't see any cops. Don't see anybody else here. And a whistle's all you got? You gonna throw your phone in his face? What would you do if someone comes behind you and just grabs you? You gonna scream? Yeah. You just gave me the perfect victim if I was, looking. But nobody seems to understand. Nobody knows. Nope. Alright, so we're gonna have to talk before I even consider doing this.
What? You're here waiting in the park? Oh, she has my baby. No.
This is really good, guys. Chulo, do you want to stand up and tell us why you're here?
Nah. Don't even ask that of me. You know better. I've been here 2 sessions and I already told you my story. But if it helps, I want to say it again. It's not easy on these streets right now. You start off just selling drugs, getting that good stuff, seeing the joy from everybody else. You want some for yourself. And that's what I did. I got some for myself. As I was doing that, I knew what I was doing. Stealing from my higher vatos up there, Little did I know they caught on to me. Oh yeah, they caught on to me. So one day, I was chilling in my apartment. You know, I just got off the phone with my little brother. But you know, I was doing some stuff. I heard a knock on my door. I was tripping, man. I was tripping. So I panicked. I went ahead and answered it anyways. As I answered it, a whole lot of vatos just come in my door, rushed me down, pinned me to the ground. They had a barrel. Nastiest smell ever. They ripped off my shirt. Whatever was in this barrel fucked up my back good. I hate talking about this, but I try to do my best. You know, as they were doing that, they cut off 2 of my toes. My toes, you know? Like, who does that? All I remember was seeing these skulls on their face. You know? I didn't know what to think, you know? Everything was happening so fast that I try not to think about it anymore. The one thing I only want to focus on right now is my brother. Because from that experience, I realized I have to move on and start changing. I can't be this guy anymore. I'm done with drugs. So I think.
Thank you for sharing, Shulo. Martin, do you want to go ahead and let everybody know why you're here today?
I guess. I'm not prepared though.
That's okay. You can just say what's on your mind.
So I grew up in kind of a shanty town, and I had a dog. Her name was Millie. A few years ago, it was nighttime, the time where I thought was most peaceful, and I was walking Millie, and I don't know how I ended up in the place where I was, but I just kind of ended up walking down this alleyway between these buildings and not thinking anything. I was just walking Millie, and these muggers, they came up and they tackled me and they started beating me, and they took Millie and they held her to the ground too, and they suspended me on the ground, and they had Millie right in front of me, and they taunted me. They taunted Millie too, and what they did next, they killed her. They killed her right in front of my eyes. And this wasn't just a quick slashing on the throat kill. They continually stabbed Millie, and she shrieked and yelped and barked, but I couldn't help because they were holding me down, and there was no one else around to hear it, and they stabbed her, and they stabbed her so many times that they pulled her guts out, and they pulled the guts out of the poor dog, and I just remember her last dying yelp. But then what they did next, they weren't finished. They grabbed me and they pushed my head into Millie's guts, and they lashed my head around in her to humiliate me even more. And then suddenly they kicked me in the head and I blacked out. And I just woke up and I remember seeing Millie's body there. I couldn't stand it. It was too hard for me, so I just ran back home. So after that day, I have realized that I have nothing but hatred for humanity. So the way I just keep myself reminded of that night and reminded of how horrible people are, I've turned to snuff films. I've turned to going on these websites that just show people getting tortured, them getting mutilated, disemboweled, being beaten beyond recognition. And it's a relief for me. Every time I watch it, it's a release. And I feel so much better. But my addiction to watching snuff films has gotten so bad now that it's made me so socially detached from the public, because I can't go out anymore. And every time I see a beautiful woman, all I think about is bashing her head in and then just dismembering her. Or if I just see anyone that looks remarkably like a horrible person. I just imagine me gutting them like a pig, like Millie was gutted. I just imagine myself doing that, and then just being proud of it all. And to this day, I still hear Millie's yelps, her barks, her shrieks for help. They still haunt me to this day. And I have nightmares about her being murdered every night. It won't leave me. And my only release is watching people get murdered on film. Every time I look in the mirror, all I see is a sadistic killer. And that's not what I want to be. That's not what I am. I don't want these past events to make me into something that I'm not, which is a serial killer. That's not what I am, and that's not what I will be. That's not what I will become.
No, I don't think you will be either, and you've taken the first step to get help, all of you have, by coming to today's meeting.
What the hell are we?
What the fuck? Let us go! You fucking freak! Get us out of here! Who are you? You're gonna pay for this! You're gonna regret every minute of it! Are you able to get out? Neither can I! Fuck! Get us out of here! We will! We're gonna fuck this asshole up! Damn it! Fuck!
Big asshole!
What the fuck? Gordon! Damn it! Gordon!
So I brought along a former patient of mine. She's come a long way. I'm hoping you guys can look at her as a mentor. She's an author. She allowed her writing to help express her pain and to get through it through artistic expression. So I want to introduce you guys to Allison Nightfire.
Hello everyone. I'm Detective Allison Nightfire, and as Dr. Jean said, I was a patient of his, and I can't lie to you and say that, going up to 20 sessions to 30 sessions, it's going to heal, it's a wound. No, it's not easy like that. You want it to be. You want to say you can progressively get back into society, but it's never going to be the same way it was. And once you realize that, you accept it, and you start growing. The things that have happened to us, they're like wounds, And a wound will get covered, it will be healed, but you will see it every day. It's always going to be with you. It's going to be like an echo in your existence. And, it's hard, and I appreciate everybody telling me their story. And I feel your pain, telling that same thing, that one thing that you think defines your life. It's hard. You have to relive it over and over again, just to make progress, just to move from the second, session to the first, to the 5th, to the 10th. And you gotta say it like in a room with people that you kind of know, that you don't know, with doctors writing all this shit. I know, I've been there. You think it's easy. I'd be a different person right now if that thing didn't happen to me. I wouldn't be a detective, I'd be an FBI director. I was so ambitious. I was just I was a girl when it happened. And some people take violence so like it's nothing, like it's a drug, like that guy Martin. You know, you watch it and you think about it and you don't realize it's real. I was like I said, I was, you know, this ambitious young scholar trying to get out of the res in, you know, Arizona, trying to get out of the dirt, trying to get out of the trailers, be part of something different, be part of the law. You know, that's all I wanted. I wanted to be in the FBI. I saw those films that made you want to have pride in yourself and your people and do right by that. And I graduated with honors. They said, you Nightfire, you're going to be an FBI director before you are 32. And so they said, hey, we've got this summer program where you can be with the big boys, you can run with the agents. You know those videos of doom where those people, you know, they die, they get tortured to death? Well, they were telling us that they had a lead on where they were going to find these people that were making the videos, that were mass production. It was going to be an editing gig. They needed young people to be these people to edit the movies because they paid them under the table. It's all legal, right? It's like, well, I'll do it. And you remember everything that happens to you. And I remember before I went in that warehouse where I was supposed to be with senior agents, something told me this isn't right. There's something not right. And you remember every trickle of sweat, you remember every smell, you remember the wind, how it howled in everything. Maybe it was a warning. I don't know. And when I went in, I saw them. Some of these people that were with me in training, older people that were supposed to watch out for me, they were just dead, lifeless. They had been shot execution style, and their brains were all over the floor. They had half a skull. And I remember her name was Debbie, and her eyes were they were gone. She just looked at me, and they were mirrors. And then I saw him. You know the Jackal, you've heard of him. He's one of the world's most wanted men. He said, you're young, you're native, you can take this. And he said, I'm going to send the Bureau a message. And I was only 22 and I saw pieces of my back curled like a butcher had just shaved off my skin. And when you're in that much pain, that much agony, you think you're gonna die. You know, he went to medical school. He learned how to keep me alive. And then he said, we're gonna play a game. I'm gonna inject you with things. They're not gonna know what it is. You're not gonna get morphine. You know, I wear these gloves. People think because I'm a germaphobe to protect myself from germs, from you. It's not. He filled me with 7 diseases. Some were infectious, some not curable. And I think really, the man loves to torture people. I think he let me live to torture me more. So, but you know, I think about the things that I can do, and I'm happy that I can still work. I can still function. Because that's all I have is work. And I realize I try not to be a workaholic. I try to be, like Dr. Jean says, more social, And that is why I look for someone to mentor, because I don't want to be that. I don't want to be so absorbed by work. But then the other half of me tells me that if I don't get to work, I'm going to find more people like me, too late. People in a warehouse dying. I don't want to do that. So it's a hard balance, and I try each and every day, and I try to function, and I try to think of all the sessions I've had, and it helps. It won't cure you. You'll always have that scar. You will always have that scar, but you can get through the day. And there is a light. Remember the people around you that you affect, and try to pay it forward. That's all we have. And you think, Martin, you take it so lightly, those videos. It is, when you watch somebody die and fade away, that's a life. It's not just fake, it's not just simulation, it's somebody going. They're dead, and they're never going to come back. They're somebody's brother, they're somebody's sister, could be that man's wife, could be his brother, her baby. And people don't realize that. And I try to make awareness, and I wrote a book about the things that happened to me. People read it, and I hope that it helps them heal and say that, you know what, there can be some of the worst things that happen, but at least I can be the person to say it happened to me. And so, you know, that's why I've talked to Dr. Jean about getting a mentee, and you know, so hopefully, you know, I'll be reaching out to one of you and we can talk about it. That's my story, guys.
Yeah,
I heard Barney was dead.
Big Bird's dead too.
I'm here for the editing gig.
Alright, hang on a second. Yeah, the slave computer's right over.
Wait, I don't see any computer. What's going on? Somebody... What's going on? Who's there? I just wanted to do my job. I just want to get out of here. Whatever you think, it's not what you think. I don't know what's going on. Just let me go. I didn't see anything. I don't know anything. Just let me go, please. I swear, I don't know anything. I just need money for school. No! No! No, please, please. No, no. No! Oh my God! No! No!
Okay, everyone. Looks like we're actually running a little short on time, so I'm going to go ahead and conclude today's session. I thank you guys so much for sharing her story. Next session we'll actually start getting more involved in the exercises we can do to make your situations a little better day by day. We will get better together, everyone. But yes, thank you all for coming, and where you come from, go ahead and have a safe travels, and you want me to go? Martin, if you don't mind just sticking around for a little bit. Thank you. So Martin, I actually asked you to stay behind because as you were sharing your story, I couldn't help but see the parallels to Detective Nightfire's stories. I do think, in my personal opinion, as both of y'all are my patient, that you would be a great mentee for Detective Nightfire. How do you feel about that?
You're late.
Traffic's terrible. It is rush hour, you know.
You're not sure you were pleading that addiction?
No, I wasn't.
I mean, you could tell me.
God damn it. Yes, I was. That's the reason why I'm late.
You gotta stop beating yourself up about stuff like that, okay? I mean, the first thing is you have to acknowledge your problem, which you already have. You've already seen Dr. Jean for help, and then you're seeing me as a mentor for help. So you're almost there. You just need to acknowledge how bad these urges are. Because the more seriously you take in acknowledging it, the more seriously you can start taking steps to stopping, okay? We've kind of gone over that, but... So, Dr. Jean and I, we've kind of started going over steps on particular patients like yourself that have these particular obsessions. And since you signed all the appropriate paperwork, I guess my question is, I know that you're seeing, group therapy as well. What's going on with the whole, withdrawal from your forums, from your streaming websites? What's going on with that? Like, we are very concerned about that.
I guess to try to help myself more, I've been telling the people that I'm associated with on these forums that I've been going to therapy and that I'm trying to stop this altogether, this addiction.
Okay, well, I know he had told me he suggested he had procedures where he was advising people like you to just delete your profile, delete everything. Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you follow his instructions?
Because I feel like if I do that, people I'm associated with will track me down and know that I've done that, and they'll come after me.
Okay, did they have your address? Shipping, you have to think about stuff like that. Did they ever ship you movies, posters, pictures? Okay. And so it is as bad as I assumed it would be. Okay, so I still have friends at the Bureau, and they're really close friends. They're very, I mean, I confide in them everything. And if you feel at this point where you're not safe, where you're getting threats, or you're getting emails, or you're getting physical mail, you need to let me know. Because you've gotten in a lot deeper than other patients he's had. And I mean, I'm here for you 24/7, but there's only so much I can do even as a cop. So you need to let me know, Martin. I mean, I'm here for you.
I think I am in great danger. I don't know how to get out of it. I can't escape it.
Did you tell him who you were seeing?
No, I just said I was going to therapy.
Did you tell him the practice? You can be honest with me, Martin.
All I said was that it was some guy named Doctor.
You gave him Dr. Jean's name, didn't you?
Yes, because they wouldn't stop. They wouldn't stop with asking me. They started to threaten me if they didn't tell me who.
What's up, Allison? Sorry I'm late. Who's your friend?
Oh, this is Armand.
Yeah, how's it going?
Good to meet you.
All right, here's your Ross.
This is Ross. We grew up basically like brother and sister back in training bureau. We go way back.
I'm amazed I never met him before then. You know him so well.
Yeah, I mean, he stayed in New Mexico. He's
Gotcha.
coming down to visit me, right?
So are you dining in or are you?
I am just say visiting a friend. That's it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'll let you sit down.
Yes.
Well, why don't you sit over here, Armand?
Oh, he's going to join us? You know how I feel about outsiders, so to speak.
Maybe you could go get a drink. That would be really
If
great.
you don't mind, buddy. If you don't mind.
All right.
Okay.
Well, hello to you too.
What's up? Come on now. You know me, straight shooter. I don't mess around. Straight to business.
Straight shooter? Yeah, sure. Let's compare our targets again, because I got another thing to say about that.
Yeah. Little inside jokes here. What's going on?
Well, I don't know. I think I might have one of my friends in trouble. Well, he's not really a friend. He's more of a mentee. And but anyways, I mean, we can get to that later. What's going on here? I mean, San Antonio, Texas, New Mexico. Not exactly neighbors. I mean, I know you've been busy.
They're closer than what you think. Yeah. This case is it's getting out of hand. It's really getting out of hand. I really don't know which direction to take anymore, so come to seek your intake, your advice. Here's the thing, intel just don't have much to go on these days. We need people on the ground. that's where you come in.
You know I'm doing something here. There are more serial killers than I've ever fucking seen, okay? And I don't know what's going on here, but I mean, you think that I wouldn't want to dedicate my life in finding the jackal? Because I would. But between you and me, people are dying right now. I mean, a lot of them.
Yeah.
And it's not just, I mean, I have my revenge, but I can't be that selfish. I mean, at this rate, I've never seen, I haven't seen anything as bad since the jackal, since now, but I know it's not him.
Well, first of all, I don't see this being selfish. I see this as something that needs to be done, period. Whether for you or whoever, people are suffering out there. Like you just said, people are dying. Can't get any selfish than that.
But this seems like it's a vendetta. And I mean, I would love to spend my free time finding him, finding that bastard. I mean, I know I owe you everything. You saved me. You figured it out. That we double crossed, and you went out there and you found me in pieces, man. From beginning to end. And they put me back together. You were there. I always owed you that. But I was just one person. People are fucking dying. Multiples of them. Babies, women, children. This is, I mean, that's why I even messaged you. I know you've got a lot on your plate. I know you're still looking for him. He's on the top 5?
He's up there.
Several countries, I know that. I mean, but it's just one man. He's only killing one person at a time. We have at least 3 or 4 serial killers right now. Do you know how serious shit that is? I mean, I don't even understand why your boys aren't even on it yet.
They're on it. It's just weird. I don't know where to begin. It's all over the place. I mean, this is another case I've never seen or ever worked in my life before. And I need all the manpower, all the help I can get. Even my agents on the ground are not.
I know you think I can think like them, but I can't. I'm smart and I'm more in tune, but I can't think like a serial killer. I can't think like the jackal. Okay, he went to medical school. I did not. We train differently, dude. He's a genius. Okay? That is why you haven't caught him. That is why I haven't caught him. That is why every other international force has not been able to catch him. Because he's that ingenious. And I will give that to him. And you think I don't lose sleep because he's out there? Because I do. I don't know if he's coming back from me. I don't know if he's done with me. I have no idea. But I'll tell you, I know why you're here. You asked me back, and I told you, just like the 4 or 5 times you asked me every year to go back to you. Go back to the Bureau. But the Bureau has a different perception. They know how to mess. They have access. They can see the pictures. They can see the video. I can't live with that kind of shit. It's hard each and every day.
I hear you.
Absolutely. All right, well, I'll get Armand to place your order and I'm going to get to the bathroom.
Right.
And make a call.
Okay.
All right, here's your drink.
And I'm sorry, who you are again?
Armand.
Mark.
Yeah.
Can I help you?
No, actually I'm here to help you all. Yeah, y'all stuff's cooking, I'm just waiting on
How long you known Allison?
it. Years, yeah. So,
She talked to you a lot?
yeah, she does. About all kinds of things. Outside of work, inside of work.
Let's talk about work.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Interesting job that she does.
Details on the cases?
A little bit, you know. Sometimes I try to offer an opinion, you know, some advice.
Maybe. Were you a detective or something in your past life, or what?
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I may just paint pictures, and I may just work here, but I know a thing or two about a thing or two. So.
Alright, well, no offense, but being an agent in the field as long as I have, you sort of limit the amount of resources you hand out. If that makes any sense. Unlike Allison, I'm a man of short words. So, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm the fucking Affliction. His whole family is dead. You really?
Adrian? Martin? Martin? No. No! No! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Come on! No! 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 Come on, Martin! Come on, Martin, please! Oh my God! I need an ambulance, Dad. We've got two people down. I need you to get here stat, okay? And also get me 3 patrols.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing. I guess I got a little inspired, you could say.
What's going on in there?
There's some more in there. There's people in there already.
Oh, okay.
But, listen, I made one especially for you. You should check it out.
Okay. Are you gonna?
I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll go check it out.
Hello. Oh, hey, Allison. Yeah, what's going on? Lunch? Half an hour? I'll tell you what. As long as I buy, all right? Okay, cool. I'll see you there.
I'm here for my daughter. I'm here to see the justice that she deserves.
I had 2 sons. I only have 1.
This was his favorite toy, and I miss him so much.
But what about my fucking brother, man? They cut his fucking heart out. Where's the fucking justice in that?
This is not how we do this. This is not how we fucking do this. We're not barbarians. How can you live with yourselves? You're not even better than them, man. I work for justice. I work for you, and you do this to me? My friends, my co-workers, the people I try to get justice for? It doesn't matter anymore. You people are lost. You know what? You all have the right to remain silent. Everything you say. Do you hear that? Do you hear the sirens? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, Allison, I got the team outside. Hey, sorry I'm late.
Story of your life.
You already know how it is.
So, what's up with that?
A little bit of business, a little bit of pleasure.
Charlie Leader style?
I always have my sense of taste of fashion.
Yeah, whatever. That's what you always say, dude.
Well, here's what it is. What's going on with you?
Well, they've been trying to promote me. It's been a couple weeks, and they're already telling me they want to boost me up twice my rank, which, I mean, I don't really see being practical. I think they want me to throw some shit under the rug, and, you know, I don't know.
You know already know how it goes. Hoops we have to go through.
That's the problem. I'm not going through any hoops. There's a lot of shit went down, a lot of names were taken, and I just think they want me to shut up. And half of me wants to say, I have closure, that everything that has happened is behind me, and, you know, it's gone. But then the other half of me tells me, he's somewhere out there.
You know, you're in a country, in a state, but I feel like I can almost move on with my life, you know.
Well, hold that. Fortunately, I have news for you. And
I know that look, man. Just give it to me straight.
you know me, I'm a straight shooter. So I'm just gonna say, Jack was not caught. In fact, we learned that there's some type of apprentice or puppeteer is what I like to call it. In fact, we haven't even caught him. Yeah. Look at your face and just tell you, this shook your world.
Half of me, I'm not saying that you don't know what you're doing. I'm not saying that I was on top of, top of the class and love you, but blood work, dental work.
Yeah.
Armand killed the right people, okay? He killed serial killers. He didn't aim towards people that weren't technically already convicted. You're telling me he made a mistake? Or it was a puppeteer?
It's all planned out. Chess moves. They were nothing but pawns. Anyways, I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface. It's almost as if we're being played. I have never come across anything like this before.
Then I'm gonna ask you a question I never thought I'd ask you. My desk with the bureau.
Yeah, it's there. The question is to you, are you ready? Mentally and physically.
I think I am more than ever.
It's a whole nother world.
I know. I've been in that world. And maybe you can do some good.
You know my soul. Let the games begin.
Hell yeah.